This is a quick video overview of my British and Allied Army for my Crimean War project. All the miniatures here are 28mm metal miniatures. Most of them are from the Great War Miniatures range, available through North Star in the UK, and with some others from Foundry and one small group from the Perry brothers. I'll switch to wobbly cam now so you can get an overview of the whole army. And here we are, a small compact force, but in this case its quality makes up for its lack of quantity. So there are 7 infantry units, Coldstream Guards on the front here, British infantry in coats, British infantry in forage caps, some Turkish infantry in the middle, the 92nd Highlanders, more British infantry, this time in shakos, and some French infantry. All of these are from Great War Miniatures except for the Turks, which are from Foundry. And then for the cavalry, over here we have the Heavy Brigade with the Scots Greys at the front and the Inniskillen Heavy Dragoons in the rear. And over here, of course, we have the Light Brigade with the 17th Lancers at the front here and the 11th Hussars in the rear. And all the cavalry is commanded by my cavalry commander, which is Lord Cardigan and Lord Lucan here on the base. As well as that, we have a unit of French Zouave skirmishers. These are metal ACW Zouaves from Perry Miniatures, and some British rifles as a skirmish unit. At the back, the Turks have bought a unit of irregular Bashi Bazouks cavalry, and then I got my 4 artillery, a Turkish artillery piece, again from Foundry, same as the Bashi Bazouks there, all Foundry, British naval gun from Great War Miniatures, a British foot artillery gun, and a British horse artillery gun, and this one is from Britannia Miniatures. Then we've got our commanders. There's Raglan and Airy in the centre, then a couple of individually mounted infantry commanders, and Lord Cathcart and a staff officer who are a double mounted infantry commander as well. We use Neil Thomas's 19th century European warfare rules for the Crimea, and this is a fairly standard sized force from his army list. The unfortunate fact about the Crimean War is that the Russians are so outclassed by the British in equipment and morale and training and pretty much everything, except maybe senior command. I think both sides had fairly rubbish senior commands. However, this small force of British and Allies is an even match to my much larger Russian forces, and if I increase this any more, I'll have to increase the Russians by a lot more, and with a 6x4 table there's really no point, because we'd just be lining up and kind of running at each other, I suppose. And I do like to have a bit of manoeuvre and a bit of room for cavalry to work in my war games. The Turks, of course, are just as poor as the Russians, so I didn't want to miss them out, but actually, yeah, they're not great on the tabletop. So that's it. That's my British and Allies army for the Crimea War.